So you want to become a part of the family, do you? Well, there's only one thing for it. Welcome to Whiskey Mafia, Frank's Story Review. And before we get there, why not hit that like and subscribe button to be kept up to date with more of my content. And so let us see what Frank has to say for himself. The gameplay. Okay, to start with, obviously this is a story-based kind of adventure, and in that case I need to keep kind of spoilerish free, and I'll try and do that as best I can. And to start with, the story is actually kind of half decent. You play as Frank, and basically it tells your story, the rises, the falls, the love story, there's all sorts here, and you start off as a postman. And you basically bump into a old friend, and shall we say business opportunities arise from that meeting. The story's not really that bad, it's a little bit slow here and there, but I quite enjoyed it as a whole. And it does have quite a few surprising moments in it that you wouldn't have actually thought of. As you actually progress through the game, there's lots of kind of little, I don't know, mini games if you like, and these are kind of okay at one stage and really bad and outliving its welcome in others. Kind of hit and miss, like you'll be delivering posts, but I went the wrong way to start with. Well, it wasn't the wrong way, I just didn't know what was going on from the start, and I should have gone back the other way, but then I ended up trudging all the way back in order to deliver all the posts. And then there's a fighting bit as well, and that's kind of okay, it's nothing really special, and you get to fight in a almost Fight Club arena as well. And then there's other things like the bartending, which kind of really outstayed its welcome and just really didn't feel that good to play. And I'll also mention the fact that in some of these mini games the controls are, I don't know, kind of felt a bit off, not quite as good as I would have thought they would be, especially as most of the mini parts are kind of simple, if you like. There are some quite nice set pieces, and yeah, you do see more than just a street or your apartment, well, your house with your mum. Apart from a few pacing problems, I thought the actual game kind of just drudged on at quite a nice, leisurely and okay pace. The reading was a little bit small on the actual handheld when you're using it in that mode, and it was perfectly fine when it was put on the TV. Graphically, as I said, there were some nice old school type looking set pieces, and I did like the fact that when you're out on the streets the traffic passed by you. It kind of added to the atmosphere, if you like. Sound wise, well, it's kind of difficult to give you all the sounds in a clip, but here's another one and they're okay. The good. There is quite a decent story here that won't break any records for being the best, but it's also not the worst. Also, I like some of the atmosphere, and some of the story was quite surprising to me. The bad. The mini games are very hit and miss, unfortunately, and the controls aren't perfect even though the actual games and things are quite simple. The writing also is kind of really small on the handheld. I'm guessing there's nothing really they can do about that. The score, and let's see whether it's going to hit the heights of the Wall of Fame or maybe just somewhere in the middle. And I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, and it's just about hitting 3 out of 5, only because of the story I was quite interested in, and I quite like the atmosphere and the actual setting. I really did enjoy. I like that type of period of history, if you like. And as for my alternative, I don't really know that many Mafia games, to be honest with you, on the Nintendo Switch. But if you do, feel free to put them down in the comments. But I'm going to say Save Cock, which, yeah, okay, that sounds really bad when I say it like that, doesn't it? Basically, you're a Mafia godfather and you lock yourself in a panic room because you've been sieged and all sorts of different things happen. Yeah. Okay, I've not played it, but it doesn't look too bad. A little bit on the pricey maybe side, but hey, who am I to judge? And so hit that like and subscribe button to be kept up to date in all my content, because life is better when we switch together.